When we are sexually violated, the abuse can be very damaging, not only to your physical body, but to our soul as well. And because of that trauma, survivors of sexual abuse may shut down their feelings and dissociate from themselves to avoid feeling deep pain. They may feel ashamed and a possibility of blame themselves for what happened. Even though the trauma was in no way of your fault, their sexuality and feelings around pleasure may shift. And because in that moment a power dynamic was exploded, control issues may result. Rage around the incident towards themselves and to others, our abusers, is often balled up. These reactions are understandable given the depth of the trauma and all related sacral chakra energies that taken place. If the sexual abuse was perpetrated by a family member, a lover, friends, family, unsupportive learning situations, okay, family, uncle, cousin, male or female, it doesn't really matter. In addition, the pain remains unprocessed. And when that pain remains unprocessed, it triples off in our life to the point that you never feel safe. You never feel like you are centered within yourself, okay? So what happens is it begins to start to kill you softly, all right? So sometimes we are having trouble with cultivating our gifts, okay? We have sexual trauma that we are not able to process. We fear meeting new people. We fear engaging with new people. And a lot of times the abusers was once abused as well too, because it's a learned behavior, all right? Nobody just wakes up and something happens. And unfortunately, in our society, it's really hard to get real, true justice from the pain and the sorrow that you actually been through, especially if it's a family member, right? A lot of family members fear being exploited. A lot of family members fear getting people in their business. Okay, a lot of family members fear this, even down to your mom. So if you experienced the sexual abuse and perhaps your mom never did anything about it, your sons were sexually abused, or if even you, this could have been an uncle, friend, babysitter, whomever. And what happens is the abuser tell you to be quiet or shh, or what they do is they know that they act out of horrible intent, and then they just wipe it away like nothing ever happened. Okay, so what I'm providing to you today is pretty much how to handle a situation using your magical gifts, okay? A lot of us, even if you're married, okay, even if you're married, all right, many women go through this every single day, okay, down to your vagina. And sometimes your vagina could have been could have been dealt with rape, molestation, to the point that you're unhappy with your own body because of the trauma or the things that have taken place during that time. So what we have here is we have protection spells. You always want to protect yourself first, and then if you have children, you want to make sure that you are protecting your child as well, or children as well, because you can't just protect yourself and then not protect your children. I believe that is very selfish. So what we're doing today is we're pretty much are going to present a solution for all of those mishaps, okay? Now, if you are religious and possibly you don't believe in the magical world, that's fine. If you need help, if you need assistance, and just due to morality, due to society, due to your morals, due to religion, etc., your vows, you probably may feel like you don't want to do this because of what society has taught you, and that's fine, right? But then there's people who out here that live out loud, that understand their path, that understand where they come from, the African spirituality, or whoever you are. It doesn't matter what you represent. This here is going to pretty much alleviate all of those issues, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. So what we have, first thing we have pickles. We have a knife. We have 3 candles. I prefer black candles, but because I couldn't get any access to black candles, you can use white, because white can be used for anything, okay? White is pure, it's serenity. So you can use white. White is very universal. We also have a special oil that's going to assist with that too. We also have red peppers, or you can buy actual red peppers. We have a protection candle lit, okay? This protection candle is going to assist with this energy, okay? Because we got to have our fire. We got to have all of our elements, especially. All right, we also have black pepper. We have salt. we have powder, we have crossing powder, and then we also have our snake skin as well, okay? And then we have our safety pins, we have aluminum foil. Now, I prefer you use matches. However, because I didn't have access to matches, any type of fire lighting, it will work just as fine, okay? So you also want to do another thing as well. You want to get the picture of the person that possibly violated you. Not possibly, the person that did violate you and cause some type of harm. And what you want to do is you want to take their picture. Now, because I am doing this for a client, all right, I'm doing this for a client, so therefore I am not going to reveal the person that actually did this, okay? But however, I do want to show you how you work it, okay? So you place the picture in your hand, all right, and you speak your intentions, okay? I'm pretty angry about the situation because, however, it actually woke up a childhood wound for me to help this person. And like I said, I meet tons of people a day, and I go through this with them. You're not alone, okay? Like I said, you're not alone. Oh, and also too, we have yarn, okay? This yarn is, you can use black yarn. Unfortunately, I didn't have any black yarn, but I still set the intent. It's still gonna make sure it happens, okay? So the picture is in my hand of the person that harmed whomever, okay? Thank you. Shout out to my clients who entrusted in me into making sure that I got this done, okay? So you hold it in your hand, you say your prayers, and you want to destroy. So with me, I just pretty much I put all my force in here, okay? You can start by getting your hands very, very hot because you want to feel that passion. You want to feel that burn take place, okay? So this person is going to pay for whatever they done, and it's not only just to you, but it's to other people, okay? Especially if you're a client, you're my client that's actually watching this, okay? Not only will this person pay, okay, for their actions, but there's also protection over your children, because somebody that is this vicious that will harm you or your children deserve to pay, okay? So with that being said, now that we got that energy in, okay, we're gonna put that there. Also too, you want to go ahead and take your pickle. I prefer a bigger pickle, but because I had to actually use what I had in my refrigerator at the time to save money. Like I said, I do this all day, every day. So what you want to do is you want to take the knife and you want to cut it in half, okay? You want to cut the pickle in half, all right? Make sure you cut that pickle in half. I'm going to do one at a time. I have about 5 clients to do, so I'm just going to do this briefly on here so that you all can see. Now, you also want to write the name of the person that did this to you. If you have a birth date, that's even better, okay? But if you don't, just make sure you have the first and last name of the person. Okay, you want to also put that in your hand as well, okay? So now we also have what we call is our magic here, okay? This is some dirt here that you can get, if you know, you know, all right? This is, so for some, you can use graveyard dirt. For others, you can use just earthly dirt, whatever the case may be. All right, so now I personally experienced this as well as a child, so I already know, you know, how certain things work. But I just want to let you know you are supported and you're not by yourself, okay? You're not by yourself. You have angels around, and unfortunately, like I said, society will never allow us to be able to enter these realms because they put a scare tactic on you. Oh, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, and bad things is going to happen to you. It's not, because why? You set your intentions to heal. You set your intentions to protect. Now, if you're just doing something very evil to someone because you didn't like what they said or you didn't like what they did to you, okay, that's on you. That's your choice. But for this particular person, we want to make sure that we are healing, okay? Because this isn't about someone else. This isn't about nobody but you and you trying to break free from any ties or anybody that caused any type of harm, or it's just because what people fail to realize is men do magic just as well. They may not have a candle, they may not have this particular setup, but men do magic as well. All right. And so with that being said, now you as a goddess, you must tap into your energy to protect, to heal whatever it is for humanity that you're trying to do. This is, even if you're trying to start a bit, I mean, this goes down to not being able to trust yourself, always in survival mode, always feeling abandoned, being left out. Nobody helped you. Nobody saved you. When you told your parents you did the right thing, even the justice system couldn't help you. Nobody did anything. Just because a person goes away to jail doesn't mean that you are able to heal from this. So this is the after fact. Okay? Now, so for me, I am going to, I'm going to put the dirt in my hand, okay? And then I'm going to spread my oil on it. All right, the person that we're doing this for, okay, we're going to spread this all on the picture. Okay, so you just want to rub it in. Rub it in, okay? You want to rub this all over the picture as good as you can. You want to make sure that it's covered, okay? This person has to pay for their sins. I'm not to say that you are the one to delegate this. However, you have spiritual team and spiritual guides. You would have never seen this video if this is not something that was supposed to take place, okay? So you're just going to rub all that on there. Get some more on there, okay? Because at the end of the day, this can no longer happen. You have children, you have little girls. And so it's not even necessarily the person that you're doing it to. It's the entity behind that person that did this to you, okay? So you just rub it on in. Now, I prefer you guys to use gloves, okay? Also, another thing, let your windows up because you want this energy to go back outside. You don't really want to deal with that. So now, what you're going to do, so once we got all of this rubbed in, okay, this person is all rubbed in. All right, now I'm put a little bit more on here. Okay, put a little bit more. And again, I'm not going to show you I'm not going to show this person. It should, but I'm not, because I respect my client and I respect what they're going through, and I understand their sacredcy, and I understand that they want to stay anonymous just due to, their views, and I get it. So we're going to just make sure that we're doing this here again. And then what you're going to do is you're going to wrap and you're going to fold the paper, okay? So what we're doing is we're folding the paper now. All right, we're going to fold that picture on up. Okay, we're going to fold that picture up. All right, because we want it to fit right here inside of this, okay? Remember, I'm using a mini here. So, if you have a bigger pickle, then obviously it will work better for you. Okay, so now what we do is we go ahead and pour our oil on it. Okay, get it very nice and moist. All right, and then you can go ahead and start adding your other supplies. So I'm going to continue to put some more dirt in here because I feel like it just didn't get enough. Okay, and remember, we're setting our intentions like you will never be able to harm another person, another woman, another being, child, whatever. You'll never harm them again. I pray that you pay. Okay, you're going to pay for your sins because and and that's the thing. We have these gifts and we don't use them. When our family was in slavery or enslaved, they had no choice but to do what was best for them. Okay, they didn't have courts and documents. You got raped, you got molested. That was just that. Okay. So now you take the person's name because you already wrote it out, right? And you want to fold that in there too. Okay, so fold that up. Okay, you folding that up, and then you want to place that. You can put it either inside the picture or you can put it just on top or whatever, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to fold that in there. Stay, motherfucker. Stay. All right, so it's probably not going to stay until we do all the other stuff, and that's fine, okay? Again, but it's there. All right, now you want to take your black pepper, and you want to sprinkle that all over this, okay? And then you also want to take your crossing powder. Now, crossing powder just basically, it justifies the situation, okay? It justifies the situation. You can only do this if something was bad to you. If you're just doing this because you don't like what somebody said or you don't like that somebody treated you bad, this is not going to work. This is for victims who actually struggle and deal with this every day of their life. And so therefore, make sure you have your intentions, because things can always come back on you. But because we are protected and because we were ordered and guided to do this, it's fine. So now we're going to also use our red pepper, because pepper is going to set that ass on fire. Okay, you want to get as much. All right, let me take this out because that wasn't getting it. Yeah, there we go. So I use red pepper, crushed pepper, or you can use whatever pepper you have. Then we take our snake skin, and some of you may be afraid of snakes, so you don't have to necessarily use that, but because this is what all I know. My family, I come from a very magical family, so therefore this is what needs to take place here. So if you can't get it in there, just put it inside and then fold it and wrap it up. Okay, all right. Then you're gonna take this oil is very potent. This oil right here is going to get the job done. So you want to pour that on there. Make sure you rub it in really well. And then you take your pickle, and then what you're going to do is you're going to place it on top. Okay, so it should look like a little sandwich, all right, or a little hot dog or whatever. All right. So we have that here. Okay, again, my hands look filthy at this time. Please use gloves. Okay, I didn't have any access to gloves, but I needed to get this job done. All right, so then you're going to take a safety pin, okay, because it hurt you, right? It hurt you when this person did this to you. It hurt you when your family wasn't there to support you. It hurt you when you tried to go to the doctor and get fixed. Nobody was really, you never really got the justice for it. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this safety pin and you're going to stick it through just like that. Okay? Damn it. Don't do this in front of the camera. Okay. And there we go. Yeah, there we go. So you stick it on through there. I'm using big pins. Oop. Hold on. I'm using big pins. Hold on. Oh, it's going to work, honey. If you think this shit ain't going to work, you got nothing coming. Okay. You really want strong pins. I was being cheap. Yeah, you hear those birds? They all are supporting you. They're all supporting you, okay? You're not alone, and you're not going to go through this alone. Okay, do this for your mom. If you feel like your mom is in a domestic abuse situation and you can't stand to see her go through this, because a lot of times we get weak, for real. We really, ooh, okay, hold on. Hold on. Take your time. Take your time. Don't force it. A lot of times we get angry because of the situation and the circumstances. Excuse me, where is my knife? All right, so we're gonna get back in here. I'm using a stronger pickle. Like I said, bigger pickles work better, but because I'm being a little cheap, we're gonna do this here. It still works just as fine. Now, let's see. Get you a safety pin. Now, some of you, if you can't get the safety pin in, you still have the rope to bond it, okay? You still have the rope to bond it, all right? Ooh, these. All right, y'all. I really bought some really cheap ass pins here. There we go. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, then you snap that on. That's 1. You can use up to 7. 7 is my lucky number. So if you're doing this in honor of me, make sure you use 7 pins, okay? And remember, you're setting your intentions. Nobody gets to hurt you again, period. Nobody ever in their life gets to hurt you again, okay? So that's what we're doing. And whatever happens to this motherfucker, it don't matter. It's none of your business. However, you will be protected and you will be safe from this situation, period. It's never happening again. Now, the reason why you're here is because it's a part of your destiny. Okay, so whoever you are, okay, all right, you know, this could be very triggering too, because it brings up old childhood wounds that you thought you might have cleared, and you went on. But see, what happens is you will continue to, it's just the same person in different bodies. Okay, so until you deal with this energy within itself, it's going to travel, it's going to follow you through your adulthood, it's going to follow you through everywhere. So you just go ahead and take care of this. Yeah. See, and this person could be a big person in their community, or people would never know that this person does this to you. Right? But they did, and they fucked up. All right. So we got, so far we have that. You just wait. Can't go through this no more. You just can't. So I am getting that through there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, you want to use those 7 pins. 6. And then the last one, 7. Okay. And I'm showing this for ladies that are literally struggling at home day to day, getting abused, beat up. You know, it's torment. You feel like you can't get a way out. I mean, you feel like you're about to die every single day in regards to this. Okay. So we have our 7 pins. They are all glued and solidified. Excuse my fingers. They look so bad. I mean, I'm working on my nerves, y'all. I'm working on my nerves. So what I do is I go ahead and put that on in there. Now what you're going to do, you're going to put it in a bowl. Okay. And then you want to go ahead and sprinkle your black pepper, your oil. And when I say oil, you'll know what type of oil. Your guys will give it to you. And so we want to make sure that's all in there. Put that dirt on there. Put that crossing powder on there. Okay. All right. So once we have done that, say our prayer. You will never be able to humiliate and torment women ever again, men or women. I don't care who you are. You will suffer and you will go through whatever you've done to everybody else, and you got away with it because why? You thought the universe didn't see it? Well, we did. And so that's why it's going to get taken care of, okay? So once we do that, and see, usually when this person does this type of stuff to you, okay, they wake up the next day because they're out of their body, just like they're out of their mind. And so they just act like nothing ever happened while you're still walking around with the pain, because once they have gotten through that energy, they're able to just kind of go off because it's out of body experience. So they say. So then you take this rope, and what you're going to do is you're going to wrap, and also I cut it. I did, so it was like one cut. I unravel it 7 times. Remember, my lucky number is 7, so 7 is my favorite number, and so obviously that's what I want to do. And so you're going to just keep wrapping this, because you want to make sure that this energy stay in here. You want to make sure that this person is never going to do this again. Okay, I'm going to wrap that up. Okay, you see that? All right, so I'm going to tuck it here so that it doesn't come loose. Excuse me. All right, boom. Right? See it? Done. All of that's in there. Okay, Now, you're going to take your foil, and then what you're gonna do, you're gonna put this inside. No, so you don't want any pins coming out. So if a pin come out, you need to reseal it. See, yeah, somebody could have, you know, somebody may have some ancestors that's trying to protect them, but a lot of the ancestors did a lot of molesting too. So we're gonna go ahead and put that back on in there. Again, you will suffer for all that you've done. This is your justice. All right, so once you have it there, you're then going to wrap it here. Okay, you're gonna wrap it. You're gonna keep wrapping it and keep wrapping it and keep wrapping it. Now this is not the best wrap. I think I used too much foil, but that's okay. Don't waste your foil now, because you gotta cook, okay? You gotta cook for them babies, and I get it. So we're gonna wrap it up. That's what you wanna do with that. And you wanna wrap it, okay? I'm a water sign, so I throw these in the lake because I represent the water. All right, I'm a mermaid, so I represent the water. Now, also too, I forgot to tell you, if you want to pull cards before you do this, okay, if you're a reader or anything like that, you want to, you know, you could definitely check in to make sure that this is, now for some, it may not be your lane, so you may have to ask a person like me to do it for you. Your cards will let you know, your ancestors, your bloodline will actually let you know where you're supposed to be. All right, so this is messy, this is dirty. Let's move that out the way. We want to make this view very clean. So now we have our 3 candles. Remember, you need black candles, but unfortunately, I am using white candles. White candles work just as well. Okay, and then what you're gonna do, if you have matches, you want matches. All right, you want to light the bottom of it because you want to get that to melt so that it can stick. Okay, you want it to stick. So again, we light the bottom. Okay, you see me lighting the bottom. Get that you want that wax to move. And then you stick it there. And then get this one too. You want to light, remember, also too, if you have matches, that's 3 matches for this, okay? 3 different ones. All right? Please excuse my nails, but if you have an issue with my nails, just pay for them, okay? All right, cool. So here we are. Our candles are lit, okay? We got 3 candles. You see everything that's happening here. All right, so now if you have a match, you want to go out, okay, and center. You don't go back to you. You go out, center, over, over. Out, center, over, over. Out, center, over, over. All right, and that's just basically what we did. Okay, and now we are lighting and we're bringing all of this together. Okay, and this is a very good protection spell for those who are dealing with this. Okay, so just keep in mind, always wear gloves. Okay, I'm actually have to go clean my hands so that the energies don't cross, of course. But now you're just going to allow these candles to melt. Okay, for some, you can bury it in your yard. If you're earth sign, you can bury it, or you can throw this in an ocean, lake, all right, somewhere where it will sink. And because it's so heavy, it will definitely sink. So I just wanted to show you how to, and you will get instant results. These results work fast. All right, and I also want to let you know really quick that if you are struggling with this, you can definitely email me. It's miraclebaby, miracleBBY777@gmail.com. You can also send a text if you would like this procedure done. It's 984-251-4995. Okay, and so this here is going to solidify the deal. It's going to make sure it gets done so that this never happened to you again. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. All right. It is peace and blessings to you. Oh, before we even go, I forgot. Let's say our prayer. So, God, I thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity to be able to heal myself, to be able to heal the community and heal those women, children, men, whoever have experienced, okay? Who have ever experienced this situation, never got justice, never got the comfort that they need. I ask that you banish all energies from this person. I ask that this person heal. Okay, I ask that you make them stronger than ever as far as the person that is providing this service, okay? Now, as far as this person, they will suffer. Now, we leave it in your hands what will happen to them because it's none of our concern. Our main thing is that we showed up today and that we did everything that we can to make sure that we took matters in our own hands to be able to heal ourselves, because you have gifted us with these energies and these gifts to be able to handle this. And so therefore, we thank you. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Definitely leave a comment. All right. It is peace and blessings to you. And again, if you need help, feel free to ask. We are all here to support you. You have Orishas. You have your goddesses. You're not the only one, okay? Unfortunately, back in the day, our loved ones didn't have social media to be able to show you how to do this. They had to do it from home, and it was left in a document, okay? Or they had to, somebody had to go study it, right? Now you have it right here in front of you. So with that being said, it is peace and blessings to you. Take care.